Hey guys, MujK here to talk about some of the upcoming updates this Thursday. I'm sure there's been plenty of videos on this stuff, but as always, I just like to share some of my opinions and views on these things. So let's just quickly get into it. So version 2.0 is coming. It's going to bring a lot of really important upgrades, I think, to the game. Not that it's been getting stale or anything, but a lot of us can see Japanese videos and we're kind of jealous on the features that they have. So we're getting a lot of them this Thursday, so be excited. I think one of the most important changes is that we're no longer going to be getting troll crystals anymore. A blue crystal is going to be a base 3-star, yellow crystal is going to be a base 4-star. Most importantly, a rainbow crystal will be a base 5-star, so you'll be guaranteed to get something pretty rare and good. For the most part, you're not going to be getting 5-star almas from a rainbow crystal, so really awesome change. Japan's had that for a while, so we knew it was coming. I also like these new trophy rewards. Basically, after 30 trophies, when you get the Hero's Ring recipe unlocked, you can still earn trophies, but it's not really counted toward anything. Now they're going to have actual rewards that go beyond 30 trophies. 40, these are all basically upgrades to Hero's Rings, by the way. So at 40 trophies, you're going to unlock the Monarch's Ring recipe. This is going to be 10% to all your stats, basically attack, defense, magic, and spirit, rather than just attack and magic like the Hero's Ring. And I believe all these pretty much require a Hero's Ring as a base ingredient, and then you put other kinds of Mega Crysts on top of that. So that's a nice upgrade. At 50 trophies, you unlock the Domination Ring, and this one is pretty similar to the Monarch's Ring, but instead of defense and spirit, you get a plus 10% HP and MP. In addition to the attack and magic. And I think most people would prefer the HP and MP over the defense and spirit for the most part. And then at 60 trophies, you get a Ruler's Ring, which is my personal favorite from this group. And this one's going to be good for pretty much all your damage dealers and your mages. It's going to be 5% to HP and MP, in addition to 15% to attack and magic. So a nice upgrade there. Keep in mind that these rings generally are not better than TMs, but they are a really nice upgrade from the regular Hero's Ring and very, very good for free-to-play non-TMR farming people. Now there is one at 70 trophies, which is called the Ring of Dominion. People who are familiar with the Japanese version know this as the Exceed Ring, and this is notorious for being basically impossible to get. Now it is possible that they've learned from their mistakes and made it easier, but in Japan, the Exceed Ring, even like whales who are really gunning for it, cannot get it. And the reason that they're gunning for it is because it's a ridiculous ring that's even stronger than TMs, if you believe it. It's 30% to HP and MP, plus 50% to attack, defense, magic, and spirit. But basically nobody's gotten it. It's like ridiculously hard to get. Basically, when you craft other kinds of rings or when you craft these other things, you have a small chance of getting a special ingredient. You need to collect all these special ingredients in order to make the Ring of Dominion. So basically you're making countless Heroes Rings, you need countless Mega Crysts. It's impossible to get pretty much. So again, it is possible that they've changed it, but if they have not, don't even worry about it, don't even think about it. And they're upgrading the UI in a way that makes a lot of sense. Vortex, in my opinion, is pretty much the most important thing. So it's no longer stashed away to the side of the world or the story, but it's going to be right smack dab in the middle of the screen. Kind of ugly, but it makes sense functionally. And then crafting is kind of brought over to the side. Crafting took up way too much space, like prime real estate here before, because it's really honestly not that important at this stage. I mean, yeah, there's certain recipes that are important, but you're not like every day wanting to look at the crafting screen and menu, so it makes sense to put it over to the side. And then there's a material lookup function, which is cool. I personally don't like, constantly having to refer to the wiki or guides to figure out where to get stuff. So having it built in is really nice and definitely noob friendly. So if you need to craft certain things, where can I find this ingredient or material? It's built right in. You can find it like located here. So definitely a really nice feature. And they've also increased the max unit slots from 500 to 1,000. Other little things like shortcut to King Mog and all these things. So a lot of cool upgrades. I know this one's going to make whales happy because 500, while it's a lot, it's not a lot for people who whale consistently. So Yeah, 1,000 is really good. I don't know why they didn't do that before. And then they're celebrating 20 million worldwide downloads by giving us a crazy free 11 pull. Now, the only thing about this caveat would be that while it runs from Thursday to March 9th, I would advise not to pull on the current banner, but to wait for future banners that could be way better. Um, it's possible that we'll get the Orlando banner within this time frame, but I'm starting to lean toward that we're not getting it. But still, I'd wait to see what the next banner is before using this. Really, really nice. And for people who are newer players, this would be a perfect time to re-roll, restart your account. I've heard people say like, "Oh, but I'm level 20, or I've gone through the first map or second map." Like that is really nothing in the long run. So please consider re-rolling. If you don't have really powerful units, you definitely want to take advantage of something like this because this only comes around once in a blue moon. So yeah, that's a really, really cool gift from Gumi. Good job, Gumi. The story is going to continue finally, Zoldet Part 3. I'm excited about this because I'm looking forward to Odin. He's going to be like the next best attacking Esper. So one of the cool things that he has is that one of his skills that's built in is Blade Blitz. So if you have a good attacker who does not have a good AoE, like an Elza, this is finally gonna, allow you to use a Blade Blitz and, kind of fill those kinds of holes. So this is a really good Esper. When you summon the Esper, I can only imagine that he's gonna do pretty good damage. Up to this point in the game, Espers have not really been worthwhile as far as, relying on them for any kind of damage or in tough boss fights, but I think I've seen in Japan where Espers get really powerful over time, so maybe this is a step in the right direction. And finally, we get the People's Choice banner coming up. Basically, they're voting on Facebook to see which units that they should put on a banner. We've had a banner like this before where we went on Facebook and voted, and we basically got to pull on a banner that was chock full of really, really good units at the time. So this is pretty much the same thing. Obviously, Noctis is going to be voted in, but I'd be curious to see who else is. Maybe Dark Fina, maybe units that are good for their TMs like Zidane or Ramza, Gilgamesh, people like that. So yeah, go ahead and vote if you haven't already. Lots to look forward to. There's been a lot of cool movement in this game, kind of refreshing it a little bit. Not that it's been getting really stale, but at this point right now, I'm just TM farming constantly. So these kinds of changes are much needed, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll be happy once the next banner comes out because I want to see what I can pull with that free 11 pull. So anyway, this is just my opinion on it, and see you guys next time.